Hello and welcome to my end of July 2022, beginning of August 2022 Project Pan update. This is my Project 10 pan that I've been rolling with for 2022. And I have lots and lots of changes. We have some empty things. We have a lot of empty things, actually, and some changes and just things happening. So this is the items that were in my project pan at the end of last month, and we'll just kind of go through and talk about how the month evolved with project pan and empties. So I'm going to keep this one in. You'll see that I got pretty far, so this was last month, and here's where it is now. And I usually just keep this toothpaste squeezer on it to help me when it's down here. So this is the Glossier Mango Balm.com. It's pretty old. So I do really want to use it up. I think I can get it done this month. I've been using it as my night lip balm every single night, and so I've been able to get through quite a bit of it that way. Initially I didn't really like this, and I thought that I would end up decluttering it, but I just felt bad about it, and I have been able to get this far, so now I know I can do it. But I'll be glad to get this one out because it's about it's a little over a year and a half old, and it has a year and a half shelf life, so it's time. Technically I think that would have been the end of July, so, but I think it'll be fine to use it. I think by the end of next month I will be either done with it or like very, very, very close to being done with it. I actually I wasn't planning on picking up another balm.com, but there was one in birthday cake in the FabFitFun, so I did pick that. So I will be getting another one of these in the near future, which I wasn't expecting, and I wouldn't have picked like birthday cake is like that's like the last one I would have picked, but because it was a FabFitFun choice, I wanted to try it out. So we'll actually be getting another one of these. So this is staying in. This item I used up. This is the caramel, I think it's caramel brulee latte from EOS. The only thing that drives me nuts is these don't have the flavors on them. It drives me crazy because, yeah, when you have a good scent, you want to know what it is. I can smell this from here. It smells so good. But in general, I'm not as big into like traditional lip balms right now, just because there have been so many great like lip serums and lip oils and things like that that are amazing. And so like I'm not running out and buying a lot of these right now, but I did quite like this. This was from last fall, like it came with a pumpkin spice one that I also used up. So this is an empty. And I believe, I have to try to remember, because I used up quite a few lip products, this succession of things. And so that was an empty, so we'll put that to the side. But then also this one here, the Beauty Counter Red Pear, I actually decided to get rid of all the rest of these that I had. So I still had 4 left. This one was really close. I had quite a bit of it done. This was last month, and it was down, like when it stands up, it was down more like here. And I could have finished it, but I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I was like kind of dreading putting it on because it feels like it's just too old at this point. And so it just didn't feel like it was worth it to keep trying to pan these. And the sense that I got rid of were ones that I was less interested in. So I feel a little bad about it, you know, because I don't want to be wasteful, but I also just felt like it was time. And I've gotten a lot of new, modern, fresh lip colors lately that I'm loving. Been really into the Beauty Pie lip items. You might hear my little dog drinking now. But yeah, so I've been really into the Beauty Pie lip items, and super, super into the Fit Glow lip serums. And yeah, so just a little bit of a change in lip products. And I did just film a declutter with my empties, so you'll see some of the lip products that I got rid of that were just past their prime. This one I think was pretty impressive. This is the Jones Road. This is the Sparkle Wash eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ice, and I am very impressed with myself for finishing this because I never finish an eyeshadow. It's literally impossible. But I use this as a highlighter quite a bit, and it's actually like a really nice, pretty highlighter. It does get a little bit gritty as a highlighter, but just slightly, and I find it much less gritty than a lot of shimmery eyeshadows. there's truly not much left there to swatch, but now I can't get to the thing because I can't see it through the camera. But yeah, so that's the Jones Road in ice. It is really, really pretty. There's like a tiny bit left in there. But yeah, it is gone. It is done, I swear. So there is another empty, which set back there, so it's in a frame. And then as we kind of go through, here is also the Caliray Come Hell or High Water Tubing Mascara. I liked this quite a bit. I used this for about 6 weeks. That seems like an extraordinarily low time, I know, but I just have insanely sensitive eyes, and so I can never use a mascara. I mean, 2 months is like the absolute limit. So basically, I just change when my eyes get irritated. So as I swapped this out, I swapped in this Rare Beauty mascara. So this is what I'm using now. But this one has been good too. Like it. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, I guess, but it is pretty. So I'm liking that formula. I've been using it for at least a month, so it probably won't last much longer. And then I ended up panning quite a few lip products. So after the balm that is to our right, here's another one that I ended up using up. So this is the Tower 28 lip jelly in the clear, which is chill. I'm not obsessed with this formula. I have a couple more to use, but I'm not planning on getting more just because of some of the other things that I've been more into lately. And I think that I don't love that it's unscented, because it just ends up kind of tasting like coconutty. Like it sort of tastes like coconut oil, or like what I think coconut oil tastes like. I don't know. But that's, yeah, I like this brand a lot. I like a lot of things from Tower 28. I do like these glosses, but I don't love them, I guess is what I'm saying. One thing I do like about these, because they expire in 6 months, which I don't like, but I do like that you can use it up really quickly, because like if you use this consistently, you could use it up in like a week, which I think is a thing to think about, like when considering cost. But if you're watching this, you probably have a lot of makeup, so you're probably not going to run out of things super quick. And then we have like a little mini guy here of the M Cosmetics. And again, I forgot the name on this. It's not written on it. It's mini quartz. So it's the mini size of the quartz lip gloss. But there's more to the name. This particular gloss only comes in one shade. It's clear, and so it's not the true gloss. It's something. It's called something else, like crystal, maybe something like that. But I really, really like it. I like this a lot. I would like to get the full size at some point, and I do plan to, because I really loved. This is like a thick gloss, but it's not sticky. It stays on really, really well. It has this nice like sugary taste and scent. I just really liked this quite a bit. I would get it again, but I do think it's important to note that this size is very small. So this is the mini. It was $12 before shipping, and it was 0.05 ounces, which is not a whole lot of gloss. So that is a thing to think about. I did go through this pretty quickly, but I really like it, and I would recommend it. Now let's compare that with these teeny tiny little guys that I used up. So these are the Fit Glow Lip Serums. These are just little minis that came with my orders. So last month there was a big Fit Glow sale, and I've never bought a single thing from Fit Glow before, and I decided it was time to try a lip serum because they were on like a double discount. And so I was able to get, I got this shade in a full size. The shade is called Beam, and that's what I bought first, and I loved it so much that I kept going back for more, because they are the most amazing lip formula. It just feels really, really good and nourishing, and like you're putting on amazing skincare. This is the shade Beam, and it is absolutely beautiful with just a clear shimmer kind of blending into that Jones Road shade there. But I am absolutely obsessed with these. So I ended up buying a backup of the large shade of this, and several other colors that were on sale, only the ones that are on the sale, because the retail price of this is $42, which is absolute insanity. And so they do have a lot of discount codes and things, but I used the sale and then I used a discount code as well. And so I was able to get a really good deal. So I got several shades, but again, this is another product where you have to use it up within 6 months. It only has a 6-month shelf life. And I wish that they made that like even more clear. Like it's on the product, but it would be nice if that was, actually it is on the website. But I just think in general, like if brands expire in 6 months, like draw attention to that so people don't over purchase. So my plan is just to use one of them at a time so that I don't want to like give them a chance to go bad. But yeah, they're really, really nice. They also have a really nice kind of vanilla-y, sugary scent taste to them. These are both beautiful. These are just the little samples that came with my orders. I would be really mad if I paid for these because they are teeny tiny. So next to, this is the mini of the M Cosmetics. And this is honestly, so here's, this is like a full size. This is 0.13 ounces. A lot of full size glosses are double this. So for size comparisons. This is the M Cosmetics at 0.05 ounces, which I still think is kind of too small. And then there's these little guys, and I swear you can use these up in like 5 seconds. So for free, they were awesome samples, but they truly are just samples. Don't pay for these. But get a full size when it's on sale, when it's on a really good sale. Okay, so this was a little mini beam that came with an order, and this was a little mini live, and I do really like this color quite a bit. It looks much brighter than it is. You can see I really like, there's really not much in there. Yeah, that's barely showing it because there's really nothing in there anymore, but it is a really beautiful color, and this is one that I would get if it was on sale. So, yet another gloss used up. These were like not things I was even planning on. I know you can just barely count these little samples, but I'm counting them because it makes me happy that I panned things. So, back over here. Let's see what else we have. So I think what I'm going to do is roll this guy out. I'm not going to get rid of it. But the reason I'm going to roll it out is because I just haven't been using any powder cosmetics lately. I've pretty much just been finger painting, and I love finger painting. It's my favorite way to put on makeup, like all creams. That's just, I love it. And I know at some point I'll go back to using powder things, but like pretty much for the last like 2 months, I just haven't. So I want to roll this out because I just haven't been using it at all. I probably haven't used this in the past month. I decided not to get rid of it. This is kind of hard because it is, I know technically it is at the end of its shelf life, but because it's a powder, I want to see if I can get more life out of it. Because it would be cool. I don't know if I can pan this, but I think I can at least pan the right side here. You can see the right side is much softer. But if I swatch this now, like it is still, you can see there's still plenty of color there. So it is picking up, it is looking nice. And even this side that seems like it would be harder to pick up color still looks good. And so I am going to keep it for now. And so I'm just going to kind of put this away. See, it's kind of cracking here. I think I could, like if I, dug in, I could use this up pretty fast, but this side might take 2 more years. So we'll see if it lasts that long. I think at some point it'll dry out, but I know, like technically it's hard because I'm big on expiration dates and I don't like to use things too long after they expire. But I do think I can have a little bit more leeway with powder products just to get a little bit more of my value out of my makeup. So not getting rid of this, but rolling it out. Let's see. So we've already talked about, still on the same, I'm still using the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Deep Brown. This little guy is the Beauty Perfectly Natural Brow Pencil. So I did finish this up. It's funny, last time I thought I'd used it up and I hadn't, but I swear it's really gone this time. You can hear the clicks. So that is used up. And then this little guy, I'm very proud of this. This is the Honeybee Gardens Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Zen. And I literally can't even like get the cap off anymore to swatch it. There we go. I did it. Okay. So we are literally at the nub here. I basically just kept sharpening it until I couldn't sharpen it anymore. Like there's nothing to grab a hold of now. So that's the color, and it's nice. I'm just, I guess I'm a little sick of it now because I've been using it a lot. But I'm very happy that this is done. And so yeah, so here's kind of what we're keeping in here. Not a whole lot. So we've got the, and I guess this is already, we're technically a replacement. So these three products are what we're keeping. The Glossier Mango Balm.com, the e.l.f. Wow Brow in Deep Brown, and then of course my Pan That palette. And my Pan That palette is the Rowan Mood Forever palette. And so this is pretty exciting. I have completely finished up my favorite shade. It's bittersweet because I really, really love this shade. And that is the shade Toasty. So we still have Crema, Elated, and Impressions. So that's Crema, Elated, and Impressions. So honestly, I've just been kind of focusing on, you know, I not only did I use this up, but I also got a nice pan going in, what is that? Elated. So I think for this month, I'm going to be kind of focusing on Elated. This shade, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. And then this one is like really deep, so I don't need very much of it at once, so I feel like it's going to take forever. But I do feel like I can finish this by the end of the year, and I'm just really determined. The one factor is always like if it starts irritating my eyes, just due to like how long I've opened it, you know, then it will have to go. But so far it's been okay. So I'm just focusing on using it a lot, and you know, because I think it'll be really good to like have my money's worth out of a palette. I would feel very good about finishing the whole thing this year. And these shadows are beautiful. This one's kind of weird. This one is just underwhelming. But then the other ones that remain, you can see that's absolutely gorgeous. And also gorgeous. And a little bit vampy. So I've been wearing those two a lot. The white, the thing is it's a white, so it'll be easy to use up in that regard because I can kind of put it all over. It's almost just like highlightery. I might even be able to try that as a highlighter, which could be kind of fascinating. So there's that, and then we're going to put this back here. Okay, so that's what I'm keeping in. Not a whole lot. So now, we already know, I already said I was going to put in the Rare Beauty Mascara, which I've been using. I used this all of July pretty much. Maybe just half of July. I can't quite remember. Let's see, we're putting that over there. Okay, so I have my backup products over here to kind of show you the things that I am rolling in. So, since I finished up a brow pencil, let's add in my next brow pencil. This is the PYT Beauty POV brow pencil. And I believe this is just, here, remember, I think it's just brown. It's the lighter one. It's a lighter brown. I have a deeper brown too, but I think I have two of these. So using this next, and it's been going pretty well. I do like this one. I've had a lot of these, and I've used up a lot of these over time. Okay, and then because I used up the Jones Road that I was using as a highlighter, I rolled in this Milk Makeup, and this is just like a little mini guy. It is called Lit, just Lit Highlighter Illuminator, and it was in a little Sephora kit, and that's all I've got left. Actually, I've used quite a bit of it so far. That's not a huge product. It is pretty stiff, so in that way it's taking a little longer than I expected. So I can really press down here and not go too crazy. You can see the color there, but it still stays like not too overwhelming. So I can kind of go to town with this one and use a lot, which is fun. So I like that, and I feel like I'm pretty confident that this is something I can pan quickly, so that's cool. I might even have this done. I could have this done next month, I think. So that's neat. So that's the little Milk Makeup Illuminator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's find. Oh, I have exactly 4 more things picked out. How perfect. Okay, so we're adding in a Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel. I go through a billion of these. They're amazing. And it's like a sunscreen. It's a sunscreen, but it almost feels like a makeup product because it's so brightening. It's like an overall illuminator. And then this is actually a new item, but since I finished the lip liner, I had gotten 2 shades of the Beauty Pie liner. And I didn't realize because the eye pencils, which I love, say they last 2 years. And then I got these lip liners and I realized that it only lasts 6 months. So that is why it's going in the pan right away. I'm just going to put it down here. Oh no. And it broke. I do love this color though. I really, really love this color. We'll take this like broken bit off. See if I can. Okay, sharpening fail, but it's not color gorgeous. This is the color, I believe it's called Foxy. There it is. So that color is called Foxy. It's a really pretty nude. I love it. I don't know what happened there. It was a sharpening fail, but it is really, really nice. But do keep in mind, these lip liners only have a 6-month shelf life, but the eyeliners have a 2-year shelf life, which is awesome. So, rolling this guy in. And then next up, we are rolling in my favorite blush ever. This is my second one of these. It is the Juice Beauty Last Looks Cream Blush in the shade Flush. And I love the shade Flush because it is the world's most perfect light, warm nude. I adore it. See, I already have some pan going in there. I should be on target to, this should expire in November. So I only have a few months to use this up, but I've already got a nice little tint in it. I will say I love it a lot. I bought it again. This is the second one. I had one last year, and I probably had about this much to use. I didn't get to use it up because it doesn't have a super long shelf life. It's 1 year, but I mean, I don't even know if it really technically lasts the full year. It doesn't smell off, but it does smell kind of waxy. But it is absolutely beautiful. This is like my favorite. So very, very excited to be using this up. And I've really been using it every day. And for our final item, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and number 10. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I only got this pretty recently. This is the shade Feelin' Shady, which is like kind of like a cool contour color. So I mostly kind of put this in the contour area, and then sometimes I'll put a little bit on my forehead, but I just love this. I always want a cool tone bronzer, and they're impossible to find. Trying to get on the Fitbit here. But I love how it's like really sheer, so you can't mess it up. It has the same, like similar texture to the Putty Blush, which I don't have any right now, but I did like that when I had one last year. So yeah, big fan of this. I like this guy quite a bit. You can see it's real cool toned. And these have a 1-year shelf life, but they're like $6. So that's really nice. And that's kind of in place of the powder bronzer that I took out. So here are the 10 items that I will be panning in August. So to recap, we have the Glossier Mango Balm.com back in the running. The Rare Beauty Mascara. Does this have a name? Black Mascara. Its name is Black Mascara. The e.l.f. I just realized I have 2 e.l.f. products, and I don't own that many e.l.f. products. That's kind of interesting. The e.l.f. Wow Brow and Deep Brown. My Pan Matte palette, the Rowan Beauty Mood Forever palette. The PYT Point of View Brow Pencil in the shade brown. Oh, it's actually warm brown. I see it now. Warm brown. The Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel UV SPF 50. The Milk Makeup Lit Highlighter Illuminator. The Beauty Pie Lip Liner. Wonder Gel Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Foxy. The Juice Beauty Last Looks Cream Blush in the shade 4 Flush. And the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Feelin' Shady. So these are my panning items for the foreseeable future for the month of August and perhaps beyond. And here's my, excluding these two products, all of the makeup products that I emptied this month. Yes, it's almost all lip products, but I'm really excited about that. That was great. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching.